Evening, everyone. Happy Monday evening. Welcome back to this episode of Surgeon on Block, Verify Madness. Um, I'm your host, Johnson McGain, and let's begin. After I get connected to the local Wi-Fi. Okay. Let's begin. Let's begin. Let's begin. Okay. So today we're going to discuss Oh, season 7, episode 4. First pyramid in a while, but not the last one either. Alright, so let's begin. So this episode begins, he does his pyramid. Hunter does his Brotherhood pyramid. This is the first pyramid since 8th grade, since the lockdown, so it's been a while. He has a whiteboard, so he does his pyramid. He kind of do like a demonstration. He does his pyramid. He does me on top, and then my assistant, which is Jared, and then he does all the other members where they're at. He starts from the bottom and goes to the top. So that's what he does. So yeah. So so that's how he does the pyramid on his whiteboard in his room Monday morning. And then he says bye to his mom. He gets on the bus. And then he goes to the high school. They get breakfast. And then he gets on the Heartland bus and drop off. It's the second week of school. It's the second week of, that's not a good one, but there's my bus and then stuff. I don't know. But I'm just having fun with it. Um, then he goes to Hartman Career Center. And today is early childhood education with Miss Higgins. So, who so they chit chat at their weekend. They just do a little bit of a chit chat, and then they have like a bell work type activity, and then they do like a lesson, and then in the middle of the day they have their 15-minute break. So they do that, which we don't see because there's no drama, no craziness, no wildness. There's nothing crazy going on. Um, so um, but then he goes back to class after the break, back to class. And then, um, so then they have another lesson, and then they have like an activity, and then they do some more CPR first aid training. So there's that, and then after that they do a short like lesson activity assignment type thing, and that's pretty much it for Hartman today. So he gets back to the high school study hall, which we don't see because there's no drama, there's nothing interesting. Um, and then we go to lunch. Yay, lunch! And they have like Chinese chicken. That's one Chinese chicken and not egg rolls, but they have some fruit and stuff, apple and whatnot. So he chit chats after getting lunch. He chit chats with the brotherhood. They talk about their weekend. And Hunter kind of goes over the pyramid. He says this is our first pyramid, but not the last one either since 8th grade. Some of the members are not so happy about it, but they listen to his pyramid anyway. Um, and then after that, he finishes eating lunch, and then after lunch, he goes to science with Mr. Mindock. Mr. Miller isn't there yet because until after Labor Day. But they have a bedwork and an lesson, and then they have an assignment. And then he goes to Mr. Stevens, Algebra 2. They have a lesson and then an assignment. And then he goes to the resource. Him and Miss Islet work on the Algebra 2 assignment. And then he goes to Mr. Wild Winwich, um, U.S. history class. That's my wild days. Um, but they have a bedwork lesson and an activity. they do some type of assignment or they work on some type of thing that they've been working on. And then the bell rings, he heads home, and that's it. So that is it for this Monday episode of Savage on Block Marathon Madness. I'll be back here Tuesday evening. See you Tuesday evening. May God bless you all and protect you all. And I'll see you Tuesday evening for another episode of Savage on Block Marathon Madness. Bye for now. Great evening. Happy Tuesday evening. Welcome back to this episode of Savage on Block Marathon Madness. Today is season 7, episode 10. Today is a great day because it's Tuesday. This is the second week of junior year, and it's a Tuesday, so get it. Today is a great day. Like number 2 is the second day of the week, get it? Okay, today is a great day. Let's begin. Um, so this episode starts out normal. He gets to school, he gets breakfast, he gets on the Hartman bus, he gets Miss Higgins' class, they have a bell work, they chit chat, and then they have a lesson, and then they have in the middle they have their break, and then um and then um my gosh, and then um they go back to the class, they have a assignment activity, and then they do some more. Like every day they do something more with CPR, first aid training. They do that, and they spend I probably the rest of the class, pretty much the class period, doing training. So and then that's it. He gets back done with Hartman. He gets to the high school study hall, which we don't see because there's nothing interesting. And then he goes to um, lunch. They chit chat the Burrhead. Are they doing game days yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Yeah, so game day Tuesday as well. So the Barhood and Hunter do some phone games. I think they do like a Minion Rush or something. Today, I think it's like the second game day or third game day, who knows. But it's early in the year still. So they do their game day as well and they enjoy their lunch. Today is also taco day. So um, they enjoy lunch, and then after lunch, they go to science with Mr. Mendock. Bell work, lesson, activity, same old, same old. And then Alpha 2, I think they have a sub or something today already. So they just have like a bell work and then a lesson, but there's no assignment. This is a video lesson, and they're gonna have like a probably assignment the next day. But anyway, um, yeah, I think they have an activity though. But he gets through it. It's kind of stressful, but he gets through it. And everyone's just having, he's just having a good day. It's a terrific Tuesday. He's just having good vibes all around. And then, and then, um, and then he goes to where she just works on some artwork, and then he just plays some games, watches some TikTok, because there's nothing that much to do today. So that's pretty terrific. And then he goes to U.S. history, wild language. It's wild at the beginning, and then they have a lesson and an activity. Then the bell rings, he goes home. He had a great day. Today was a great day. So that is it. So that is it for this episode of Saturday Black Marathon Madness. See you Wednesday evening for the next episode. God bless and protect each and every one of you. And I'll see you Wednesday evening for another episode. Bye.